I was at a networking event last night and I asked a few people, what time do you wake up? And this is what they said.
Up at 6 o'clock.
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
5 and 6 a.m.
8 o'clock.
7 a.m. 4:50 a.m. and 7 a.m.
8 and 8:30.
10 in the morning.
When it comes to productivity, waking up early is one of the most important components that will dictate whether you will have a productive day or not.
You have to be able to win the morning.
For the last 30 days, I've been waking up at between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. and I've been documenting the whole process over on Instagram stories. I've been posting daily over there, so follow me at RealMikeD. And I've been using some of David Goggins' strategies that makes it so much easier to wake up early. Don't let dreams become your master. I absolutely love this quote and I'll explain it shortly. But the first thing is actually making a clear commitment that you are going to wake up early for a predetermined period of time. So you would choose a time and then you would set a predetermined period of days. So for me, it was before 5 a.m. for 30 days. And David Goggins, he talks about not making your dreams your master, meaning that if you are actually going to wake up early, don't just say it, but actually follow through with it. And even better, tell as many people as you can, your friends, your family, because they will help keep you accountable.
A lot of people sit back and they dream about being a sports figure, or dream about being a SEAL, or dream about being an astronaut. And all it is a dream. They don't put the work behind the dream. That dream has become their master. When you become the master of your dream is when you say, I want to go be a Navy SEAL. And you say, okay, I'm going to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months.
I also feel like people kind of go about waking up early the wrong way, which leads me nicely to my second point, which is set a night alarm, not a morning alarm. And I feel like a lot of people, they go about this backwards. They set an alarm clock in the morning at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, which is fine, but I feel like they should also be setting an alarm clock in the evening at 9 p.m, at 10 p.m, at the time that they should be getting ready to go to bed. Because at the end of the day, if you sleep early, you will probably wake up early too. I see this all the time. If you're going to sleep at 1 a.m. and then you're trying to wake up at 4 a.m, it's like, yeah, good luck with that. But if you go to sleep at 9 p.m. when you're trying to get up at 4 a.m, okay, that's a lot easier. When Chris Williamson was interviewing David Goggins, Chris starts reeling off a list of excuses, and I love David's response.
But where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking.
You've got these problems, right?
I need you to keep talking about what you were just saying.
It's warm on the couch.
That's
Your
it.
missus says stay in bed.
That's it.
It's comfy.
That's
it's
it.
cozy.
That's
You've got
it.
work later on. You had an argument last night. You're slightly
it.
hungover.
Because I know every ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do.
And when you do wake up ultra early, like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m, you get this sense of motivation because you're going out, you're working when most other people are sleeping. So it works in multiple ways in that it motivates you to actually work harder. For the first 20 years of my life, I absolutely hated waking up early. Every part of my body just did not want to wake up as soon as my alarm clock went off. However, at university, I actually realized that I wasn't a night owl and I was, in fact, a morning person. And from then, I woke up at 4:45 a.m. every single morning for 3 years straight throughout university. And one of the main reasons that allowed me to do that was that I had a super strong purpose, a reason to get out of bed in the morning.
You know, people need to have purpose to get up. They need purpose to perform.
So when it comes to productivity, having purpose is absolutely everything. Having a clear, defined goal of the reason why you wake up in the morning. And for me, my purpose was that for the first 20 years of my life, I was getting pretty bad grades. And so I really just wanted to prove to myself that if I'd really put my mind to it, for 3 years, I could get really good grades. That was the reason I woke up in the morning. And when it comes to productivity, I soon learned that it's not necessarily about the number of hours that you put in. It's about how you use those hours. It's about working smarter, not necessarily harder. One tool that helps with this and saves the average user more than 2 hours a week is SaneBox. So SaneBox is a tool that offers a better way to manage email. It uses state-of-the-art artificial intelligence to sort, snooze, and categorize your email so you don't don't lose time trying to filter out spam emails, but SaneBox does it all for you, so when you open your inbox, you'll only see the important emails. You don't have to lift a finger. What's more is that SaneBox works with any email client, so whether you're using Outlook, Gmail, or Apple, you don't need to change your email client. You can still take advantage of SaneBox's email management features. And this is a big deal because emails can be such a time drain when you're filtering and responding to everyone that's emailing you. Now, I would never go this far as to not use email at all because a lot of my business and communication operates from email, but tools like SaneBox are really kind of solid middle ground in just saving you a lot of time. You can visit sanebox.com/MikeD today to start your free trial and get a $25 credit. That's sanebox.com/MikeD, link in the description below. David Goggins goes for a run the first thing as soon as he wakes up. He absolutely hates running, but the reason why he goes for a run is actually quite interesting.
So every morning starts with a run. And that's because that's the one thing I hate to do more than anything in the world.
So David Goggins goes for a run. That does two things. Firstly, it releases dopamine and makes you feel good. But secondly, it starts the day with a win. It makes you feel mentally and physically prepared for the day.
So as I get up, I start to armor plate my mind and body. Like a person's going to war. You put your body armor on.
I think that it's so important to monitor the first thing that you do as soon as you wake up. So are you scrolling on your social media on your phone, or are you actually doing something productive? Because often the first 15 minutes, the first 30 minutes of the day, whether you have a productive day or unproductive day, will be determined on what you do in the first 30 minutes. So I mentioned earlier that you should be setting your alarm clock in the evening, but of course you probably need to set your alarm clock in the morning as well. And if I ever struggle to get out of bed in the morning for any period of time, I use this super simple hack. I put my first alarm clock next to my bed, and then 15 minutes later, I'll set my second alarm clock in another room. So if I do hit the snooze button, that second alarm clock will go off 15 minutes later, and it will force me to wake up and go and turn that second alarm clock off. One thing that David Goggins mentions in his interviews is that he wakes up early every morning. He doesn't sleep in because that can mess up your entire sleeping pattern. And for me, having a good sleeping pattern, meaning I wake up and go to sleep at the same time every day, is absolutely fundamental to being productive and just overall success in life, really. You can implement all the productivity strategies and techniques into your life, but it's all irrelevant if you don't have a good sleeping pattern. So if you're looking at turning your life around, starting with your sleeping pattern is an amazing first move. Your second move, watch my video on how I train myself to wake up at 4:45 a.m. every morning easily. You can click on the card on the screen to watch that, and do check out this video's sponsor, SaneBox, link in the description below.
Pop, pop, pop. I don't know.